Hi.
Hi. Sorry, we were just grooving.
We're just grooving. We're just grooving to the music.
I'm making it my goal to learn all the words to the song.
Well, we don't have the
other
one anymore that actually has lyrics because I didn't pay for the paid version. But
I know,
But I
yeah.
did find out.
You could sing it
Ryan,
yourself.
if you sing it yourself,
You can use it.
we can use it.
Yep.
That's true.
I don't know. This is a guy who won't even go to karaoke.
Play the
Yeah.
drums and sing it yourself.
Yeah.
That's
You won't
true.
even do our karaoke with us.
I know.
But he beatbox pretty good.
Yeah.
Real?
I can do chicken burrito.
No, a real beatbox.
Chicken burrito.
All right. Yeah, here we go. Real beatboxing to get it started, everybody.
Chicken burrito. Chicken burrito. Chicken burrito. Burrito. Burrito.
All right.
Sorry.
Boots and cats and cats and boots.
Yeah. But anyway, we're here. It's time for PKAT Chat on this lovely Friday Eve.
Friday Eve.
Friday.
That's
No,
right.
Just one
It is a
Eve.
Friday Eve.
One
right?
Eve?
Just one
It's
Eve.
Friday Eve.
Yes.
Now it's weekend Eve.
It's Ortho Eve.
Yes.
Woo-hoo.
Yep.
So we are here to help get you that little bit of spark of energy for the last push into the weekend. For those of us who work Monday through Friday. I mean, if you work the weekend, then I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Don't want to do it anymore.
Exactly.
Nope.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, well. But
I'm still wearing
anyway,
that shirt.
yeah, welcome in. So, yeah, we're going to say hi to some peeps that are in the chat here.
Cruising on the high seas and travel.
And travel, you got to do it right.
And
Cruising on
travel.
the high seas.
Yeah, you
And-
do have
and travel.
travel. That's
Yes, who recently
Wait,
hit
Hello.
there we go. Yes, who recently did hit 1,000 subs.
I
So-
saw that.
Woo!
That's a great milestone.
That is a huge milestone. So now we just need to make sure that we help get watch hours. So yeah, if you haven't seen Rob, then go to his channel. He's got a lot of like taste tests for different stuff around his area. And then a lot of cruising when he goes on cruises and stuff like that. He's got a series out right now. And going to be having a live about the catastrophe of his electronic bag getting lost by the airlines when he flew to Australia. So he was on a cruise in Australia and they lost his luggage that included every bit of his vlogging equipment.
I bet it was Oceanic E15.
So,
If you've ever watched Lost, you would that would have
yeah. But anyway, so yes, congrats there to Rob. And we hope that he gets the watch hours he needs. Oh wait, did I do wrong information? Well, he'll correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, you will.
Next up, Lily Gazoo, thanks for coming in.
Hey.
Welcome, foolish mortals.
Yep, and don't forget to click like. Thank
Yes.
you, Louie.
Thank you so much, Lily.
Technically, you could click don't like. I mean, it's still an interaction. You know,
True.
click
True.
something, please.
Yep. Those people who work Monday through Thursday,
We don't
I
acknowledge
wish
them.
I was you. I'd love to have a 3-day weekend every
Yeah,
week.
those people don't exist in my world.
Yeah. But then Lily, I've been there before too when I worked retail.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. So I'm sorry. Australia's 26. It was lost when he was going to NOLA.
New Orleans, right?
So yeah.
Well, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
So okay, good. I'm glad because that would have been horrible to be all the way to Australia and miss it.
Hello.
Ricky!
How you doing?
I've been watching you this week, Vicky.
Yep.
Just working and lurking.
Yeah, Ryan, we made a playlist, like a watch later playlist, and we just been playing it through work. So I managed to wipe out like 10 videos the other day.
Good.
Nice.
So
Good.
we're trying to support all these other channels.
Yeah, I have my normal lives that I watch in the morning, but trying to get back to get some of their actual vlogs.
Yeah.
So,
You know.
and then who else we got? I saw Whoop,
That
whoop.
guy.
Uh-oh.
Bye.
Sorry, my eyes are already going bad. There
Hello.
you go. Hello.
This
And
guy.
M's there. We didn't say hi to M.
Oh, I'll get to her. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Mel needs to drink water first, M. Water's more
Sorry, I was
important.
choking on my gum because I was smacking it to her.
Yeah.
Someone told me I was smacking it.
When you chew, like, well, we'll be nice.
Yep. So,
Hey, Em, how you doing?
welcome in. Welcome in. So, yep, make sure you guys got a couple of the hashtags out there. So you got hashtag PKAT. So, Lily, I would definitely do that. Share your channel out with everyone else that's popping in here. So, yeah, hashtag PKAT for sharing your link. And then if you want a little scenic route inspiration, you can do hashtag onward and get a little sweet nothing on taking the scenic route.
Creepy.
All right.
Kind of
Well,
really
just
creepy.
a little, you get free snacks.
Okay.
So anyway, this week we are talking about creepy crawly.
Ooh, I brought show and tell today too.
Yep, we're talking bugs because
And
camping.
not Bugs Bunny.
Yes. Oh, so technically, then I guess it would be pound if you're old school. Pound PKAT, PKAT. We're talking old school now, the way it should be, not this millennial hashtag crap.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know exactly.
But yes, we're talking bugs. We're talking Florida bugs, and how to deal with them when you are camping.
Yes, I brought my basket of goodies.
My preferred method is not permitted in most state parks or forests
Yes.
because I like a flamethrower.
You also brought your certified bug expert.
Yeah. You got your bug expert for sure here.
Yes, we do. Oh, wait. We also have M who says, as for the poll, she actually uses Avon Skin So Soft.
Ooh.
That's
And that is tried and true.
That's been around for as long as I
Ever.
can remember.
Yep.
Yep.
I gotta
Very
try
nice.
that because what I'm using right now smells. I got that. I got that.
Well, just showing it that fast doesn't help. So,
Well,
yeah.
They're just off and
It's basically off outdoors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that stuff smells.
Off. Extra deep version.
Yep. So
Yeah.
before we just start randomly pulling stuff out,
Let's have some more.
number
That's
one,
what she said.
yeah. Number one, there are a couple of links to some of these things that we'll be showing you in our description if you're looking at it. But I guess let's start then with the bug repellent since you already pulled it out. So yes, you've got DEET for those who can stand DEET. I know some people that's a little too sensitive, but we have a couple. This one is the Family Care Clean Feel No Scent.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, you should have been a hand model.
I know.
I know, right? And then you have Backwoods 10-hour protection, which in Florida means about 10-second protection.
say,
If that. Sometimes the bugs just pull up a straw and they're like, this is delicious.
Yeah, right.
I might take M's suggestion and go get something because I think this is like outdated. I don't know if these go out of date.
Yeah, I
This
don't
doesn't
know.
work though anymore.
But no, this is like spraying water on your body in all honesty.
Yeah, it's probably encouraging them.
And remember, when you're buying bug spray with DEET, you want at least 90% DEET. Otherwise, it's not effective for the ticks.
Yes. For the ticks.
I also have a couple other bug repellent ideas. If you are done showing and telling.
That I'm not done, but you go ahead.
Wait, hang on.
Well,
Before you do that, someone else snuck in, so let's say hi. How's it going, James Money 615?
hi.
Thank you for coming in.
So these are just body repellents, not repellents. So some old wives' tales and other options are Avon Skin So Soft,
Which we mentioned. Yeah.
tried and true. Garlic. If you eat garlic or rub garlic on your skin, it will repel mosquitoes.
So we should have an Italian night every time we go camping.
Exactly.
Because I
Yeah,
love.
I'm down with that. You
You
can't go wrong with garlic.
No, you can never
Oh,
put it in
yeah,
a toilet.
small space in an RV.
Vanilla extract. Put a little behind your ears, and that absolutely will help prevent mosquitoes.
Yep.
Even though you think it wouldn't, it does.
Yep. Now, the ants that crawl up to eat it, that's a different story.
Yep. Lavender,
Skin So
You-
Soft
Yep.
lotion.
Skin So Soft lotion works too.
Yeah.
The Skin So Soft, they make a spray.
Now,
It's real old.
yeah.
It's from like the year I was born.
It's like
I need
1980.
to find an Avon dealer.
Oh, I'm sure we know one around here.
I think I know one.
Lavender, sage, or rosemary scents also help certain things. And then when you do get all bit up and you're like, oh my God, this is killing me. If you rub a little vodka or vinegar on your bug bites, it takes the
Itch away.
sting
In
out
theory.
and the itch out.
In theory.
Yep, in theory.
It works for me.
It works for me. But I'm
That's good,
very
yeah.
I got a couple things too. I tried this. I did the last time I got bit up. This Benadryl stuff, and it works great.
Woo. That
Yeah.
doesn't want to focus.
No.
No.
Nope.
But it's a Benadryl, just spray itch relief for bug bites.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom. This was your idea.
Yeah.
And then
Oh.
this, I haven't tried it yet, but it's Instant Bite and Sting Suction Tool.
Yeah.
I haven't tried it yet.
I guess. I mean, if you're got a snake bite, you could suck the venom out.
There
Well,
is
it's supposed to be for like if you get stung by a wasp or something
Oh,
major while you're out
Yeah.
there.
That's a little
Yeah.
There's also
tobacco.
well, yeah, I was going to
That's a
get to
good
that,
one.
but also cortisone. It's a 10 now. Comes on the roll on,
Yep.
and that'll take the sting out. Witch hazel too.
Yeah.
For stings like, bees, wasps. Well, okay. First of all, bees don't sting.
That's true.
I know everybody thinks the bee stings. Don't be afraid of bees. They don't sting. Wasp, paper wasp, yellow jackets, hornets, those all sting. For the love of God, do not use meat tenderizer. That's no bueno anymore. You
Never
can use
was.
a penny. You can use cigarette, the inside of a cigarette.
Yep, tobacco. A little moist in,
A little
wet the
moist
tobacco, put it on.
baking soda in a paste also works.
Or just don't get stung in the first place.
Yep.
Never gonna happen with me. No
jellyfish, you still have to piss on.
You still have to pee. Yeah.
I thought vinegar also takes the sting out.
Benadryl?
No, vinegar.
Oh, vinegar. Oh, baby aspirin too.
Yeah.
I've never tried that one, but
Oh,
that,
yeah. The boys got stung by jellyfish.
Yes,
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah, that's a good story. We were
That's it.
in
yes, we did. Yes, we both did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
it was in
Labadee.
Labadee, yes. It was in Labadee. We were in one of the coves, and we were swimming near the rope that was like the block off for the swim area versus where the jet skis were. So we were hanging out by that rope, and
Not thinking anything.
yeah. And we were out there when we first started in the morning, and everything was fine. And then later in the afternoon, we were out there, and we felt like, okay, did we rub up against something on this cord that we were hanging on in the afternoon? Because we both started getting a bad rash and a sting. And we realized when we walked back onto the ship and we were looking off the dock, there were jellyfish that were 6 feet around.
Yeah, they were huge.
That were
monsters.
everywhere. So what we
Giant.
think is, although we didn't see them, I think tentacles somehow were still active and
Their tendrils. Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
their tendrils kind of, that they shed adhered to that rope. We leaned on it, and that felt good.
So,
whew, ouch.
Yeah.
things for sea stings. You can pee on the sting. You
Always
can
good.
rub sand on the sting.
Yeah, a little spit and dirt always fixes things.
You could do meat tenderizer, but again, I'm highly against that. That'll damage your muscles. You can pour vinegar on them or a lot of fresh water, not salt.
Oh, Mel's already wanting to move on to protect your campsite stuff.
I'm just gonna make sure it works.
Okay.
All right. So so
Moving
there's
on.
part one. So there's part one about your own body kind of repelling bugs. So
Mhm.
part 2 is, okay, if we want to try to avoid, spraying yourself, what are some things that you can do for bugs around the campsite? So one of these that I was actually a little iffy on, but they were on sale, and it was Amazon. So, I got to buy it on Amazon,
Of course.
especially if it's on sale.
Where
These-
are we going to live, Ryan, if you don't order it on Amazon?
I know, right? But what this is
It's got 2
this,
speeds.
yeah,
I didn't realize.
actually it's got 2. It may have 3, but we haven't charged it in
Oh
forever.
yeah, 3 speeds.
But what this is called a fly fan, and it's only designed to deter flies from landing like on your food. So when we're camping in fly-ridden areas,
Which happen, unfortunately.
you turn this on, and you just kind of put it around your tables, and it has, hopefully you can see a little bit of iridescent colors there, and it's the spectrum with this spinning in the light that messes with flies' eyes. And I have to say, it didn't keep like 100% away, but it did a really,
It
really
works
good
really
job.
good. Yeah. Yeah.
It breaks.
Yeah, and it breaks down.
It breaks down, and it's.
I think it also can technically.
You can also hang it like off
Yeah.
the or a hook.
Oh
Of
yeah,
course, I can't-
it's got a charger here. Actually.
Yeah. Of course, I can't get it, but it does have a hook on the bottom, so you can hang it upside down, and you can have it above your tables if you want.
Yeah.
But it actually did a good job of deterring a lot of the flies.
I'd give it a 70% effective, because we were definitely inundated at that location at that time.
Yeah, absolutely. And we got someone else who came in, so let's welcome it in. How's it going, Weldon Carey?
Hello.
Hey.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah. So and another thing for flies that we had is a fly stick, and
Yeah,
I'll let you explain that because I don't know much about it.
it's literally
Just what it sounds like.
just what it sounds like. A stick that is very glue, and the bugs stick to it. It's nothing fancy. Nothing fancy at all.
Sometimes low tech is the right
Kevin.
tech.
Yeah, Kevin's not in, but the alien.
There's
tape.
our alien tip. I need to buy another roll. See how we're all-
Alien tape does not help with the bugs.
I
No.
know, but it's in my kit here.
The
Another
other
thing-
thing that we use, other than this big old stick, is we just use the regular fly paper too. That comes in the little coil, and we just pull it down and hang it up. Just nice and simple.
Another thing they say for flies is
Take a shower.
no. Besides that, a penny in a baggie of water. It doesn't always work, but it'll help.
Okay.
No, my number one thing is because flies are really disgusting.
They're one of the
They're one of the most disgusting
insects.
bugs in the world, in my opinion. Even a roach is better.
Yeah.
Cover your food.
No.
No, yes.
Oh no.
He says flies are the
Roaches?
rats of insects.
Yes. Roach can go on your plate and it will do nothing. The minute the fly lands, it vomits or poops on everything it touches.
Yeah.
Roaches are disgusting.
Nope, roaches are much more healthier.
Yeah.
And then we got
Remember where flies spend
Yoda
most
made
of
it
their
in.
time?
Hey,
the cow
Yoda.
pasture.
Thanks for coming in.
Welcome to the
Hey,
party,
Yoda.
pal.
Ugh.
Yep.
Now,
Yep. And Yoda says, yeah, fly paper. It does work well.
Mhm.
And then when you're done tossing your campfire the last night, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give them a Viking funeral.
So the other thing that we have, which I don't think Mel brought it in because they're hiding. Oh, you got at least that.
I got that.
We have 2 of these. So this is the one that CJ and
Works.
Christine got first, and then we got, which is an honest to goodness bug zapper. Since
This
we've
is
got
our- This is
RVs,
our entertainment too.
yeah.
It can be.
Yes.
So since we have RVs and we've got power, I mean, you could do a car camping too if you're at a place that has the outlet and you're just staying in it. But that thing works wonders.
It's great.
It really does. The other thing we tried is there's a smaller one that's battery operated that
I don't think that one works as well.
I think it looks pretty, but I think I might have successfully zapped a fly the entire time we had it. And I finally was like, no, I'm going to buy the good one.
Yeah.
So, but
We
again,
We also had a small battery operated one made by Ozark, who's got a lot of great supplies for camping. So
Yeah.
they're actually a really good company. But it did kill stuff, but that was better used inside of our pop-up tent or something like that. It wasn't effective in an open space. It had to be in an area.
Yeah, I think it was just a waste of space, in my opinion. I told him to take it out.
Well, yeah, and it is kind of like the cheaper version of a Thermacell.
Yes, that's true.
Yep.
Which, speaking
And yeah,
of,
Sawyer's
I have
repellent.
the
So,
Thermacell.
Thermacell, yep, those
Yep,
are
that's-
really
Yep.
good.
Yeah,
Hold
they
the
come all
phone.
sorts of shapes, sizes, designs now.
hold the phone. We have to thank.
Oh, yeah.
Rob! Thank
doesn't work
you
over here, but
so
we'll do it anyway.
much. Thank you so much. We appreciate it, Rob.
We have something to play, right?
Well, technically it's super chats, but we can play it anyway.
I know, we made some new ones.
Yeah, I have new ones. So which one do you want to play? You want to do the Peachosaurus one, or you and Christine,
I don't
or
know, let
CJ
him
and
pick.
I?
Let him pick.
You know what? He likes Mac, so we're gonna give you Peach.
Thank you for the super chat. Daddy said he's gonna use it to buy me more treats.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You did say more treats.
Oh,
Technically, that was a membership, not a super chat. I got to do a membership thing,
Yeah.
but we appreciate it, Rob. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And then also we got Mike who made it in. Welcome in, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Let's try that again. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Well, I'm almost out of my goodies here.
Yep. What else we have? 40 Acres made fly attractors on the far side with a few traps to keep them. But yeah, that's a good idea too if you've got enough room.
I wonder. See, I think the guy in the campsite next to me get pissed if I stuck that by his camper.
Yep. Are they funds for Peach and Peachy only?
Oh my god. She's on the floor napping right now.
Yep.
She's so spoiled.
Yep.
She's
that
spoiled,
she
I
is.
know.
That she is. But yeah, I have two more. One that's Mel and Christine, and one that's CJ and I. So super chat away if you want to see them. Helped us pay for it.
Fun.
All right, so continuing on. So bug zappers we talked about.
Yep, I got
Yeah.
these three things to talk about, and that's all I have in my basket of goodies
Okay.
here.
So now we're talking outside and some of the work. So what we have is this Amdro insect
Amdro.
killer.
Yeah, that's actually.
So
Oh, Amdro, yeah.
That was
Amdro.
Right.
Amdro,
this-
okay.
So this one is good to sprinkle around for ants and bugs, like on your site.
Mhm.
So we'll sprinkle that around when we get there. And technically, it's supposed to work for 3 months, so that site should be bug free for 3 months.
Yeah.
The
So
other
you need
one,
to book it the first week of a month, and then come back, 2 months later.
Yeah,
It's still working.
do it again.
that I highly recommend for ants and bugs right around your campsite or for on the dirt is Anthro. You can also get that at Lowe's, Walmart, Amazon.
That's a little bit more professional.
It's a little more of
level.
the professional grade, right?
Yeah.
But the
Right.
the one that we've been using, we found it to be very good for what we found when we needed it in the pinch.
Yeah. And that stuff works out well as well because it does kill on contact. And I've seen it when I shake it, especially on a bunch of ants. Yeah, they avoid that
Yeah.
sucker like the plague.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what this does. This is a spray version of
yeah.
not a big killer.
And then we got a spray version of it.
Yeah,
What's it
that's good for spraying around your.
Specticide,
Specticide.
like your downriggers.
That's most effective. Yeah, again, your outriggers, your stairs, anything else with a point of contact on the ground. Yeah, I find the spray is better than a granule for effectiveness.
Yep, absolutely. Got a few other people came in. Welcome in, Scotty.
Hi.
Whoop, whoop, there
And
he
then
is.
I also saw Anfield Road layout in the loft come in. Welcome in.
Hey.
Welcome, foolish mortals.
So, and then Christine found this one. This is the super secret spy stuff.
I don't know if I want to tell anybody my secret.
It's super secret.
It is. Only a
should.
pest control operator
That's
would
what
never.
Yeah.
done, and then
Only a super secret pest control previous person can get this. There's no way for you to get this pine salt. I mean, this super duper secret spy stuff. Pine salt.
Pine Sol.
what's,
Okay.
what's the ratio?
Oh,
Straight
gosh,
up.
I don't
Straight up?
remember.
What-
Yeah, we
isn't it
did
just-
straight up.
Yeah,
Straight up.
Straight up
Interesting.
pine salt
Yeah.
in the spray bottle. You
Yeah.
spray that around your campsite. That will help prevent the ants and such. However, the pine salt is also great
At cleaning.
for
Cleaning things.
no
I
no
mean,
see-ums. For the no
Listen.
see-ums.
it's true.
You know, people like to put down their mat, and God forbid it, even one drop of water happens. You spill your water.
Yeah.
You lift that mat up, and you can see all the no-see-um holes because no-see-ums come out of the ground.
Yes.
So that pine sol is great for that.
Yeah.
You can use pine sol and lemon pledge for those.
Yeah.
And
Whoop,
don't tell anybody I told you that's a super secret.
Yeah.
Hey,
Only
Dave.
the pest control people know that.
Danny made it in. Welcome in, Danny.
Hey,
Whoop, whoop.
Danny.
Only a couple of months until we get to meet you face to face.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? Just for you. Just for you, Danny. And yes, when we
Here we
fly,
go again.
we will absolutely make one of these, but this is just for you.
Chicken burrito. Chicken burrito. Chicken burrito. Burrito. Burrito.
We can confirm that those chicken burritos are pretty banging.
Yeah, we
It's
had
right.
it past weekend. They were damn good.
Yeah.
They were great the second day too.
Yeah, we had we actually had chicken burrito nachos day 2 with the leftover
Oh,
shredded
nice.
chicken. We threw it on chips.
So
and
for the
stuff.
record, the pine sol it's a 1-to-1 equal parts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Also.
Yeah, right. I agree. When Christine told us, I was like, really? Just something as simple as that can help, and it does, and it smells good.
Yeah, we
smells
usually
good.
use it on
And
our
if it
rug.
does rain, you get that. That your mat gets cleaned.
If it
Yeah.
rains, yeah, the dirt is shiny.
It's shiny,
Look
clean.
at that shine.
Yep.
Here's another one. If you're
Oh yeah. Every time we play that remix I made on the morning show, well, that Jeremy does, Eddie shakes his head. I made him sound like Max Headroom.
Oh, my God.
Chicken.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
so another good one also for around camp to keep prevent bugs and such is also a bowl of lemons or a bowl of oranges or just the peels,
Well, the problem is those
the
attract the flies.
grinds. They help prevent the flies a little bit too. Or one of our personal favorites, herbs in your campfire, i.e. rosemary, thyme, and our favorite, basil.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Basil the heck out of your campfire and bugs be gone.
Smells good, keeps bugs away.
Mm-hmm.
I can grow me some basil.
Yeah, we usually have a
Excess.
multitude and excess of basil because that grows really, really well in our garden.
Yeah.
So well, in fact, that I threw a sprig away because it looked like it was dying, only to then fester and harbor and nurture in the ashes of my fire pit, where I threw it and
It's
grew
one of
an
the big
entire
plants.
basil plant in there during the summer.
Yeah.
So, do we have other things on our bug list? Because this is a topic I'm excited about. So, I have some other tips.
I have nothing else to show and tell unless you want to see my first aid kit, but that's it.
Can be used cruise or camping or just traveling as a whole.
Yep.
No, you can't stay inside, guys. Deal with the
Yeah.
bugs.
Well,
You can't stay
you're
inside.
you can also light a fire if it's not a fire ban, and that would
You
keep
can.
some bugs away.
Yeah. The
You can
smoke helps.
also put a dryer sheet in your pockets, walk around with a dryer sheet in your pockets. That'll help too.
I don't really understand. What is that supposed to do? I've heard it, but I've never tried it.
They don't like the smell of a fabric softener.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. But on important notes, so for campers and for your house, if you ever have a rodent problem, mice run walls. They're not very smart. Rodents not only run the walls, but they run around the floors, and they will leave a greasy oil. And I can tell you that mice like peanut butter and gumdrops more than anything else.
Yeah. Cheese is a
Cheese is a
Disney
fallacy. It's a
it's
Disney
actually
fallacy.
it's a Warner Brothers fallacy.
And rodents, they like what are those purple and white things? Myconites?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, Mike and Ike's,
Myconites. There you go.
I think, right?
Yeah.
Or jujubes.
No, there's
Oh,
Mike and
I
Eggs.
don't know. They're old candy.
They're all
They
sugary.
also
Yeah.
Kind of stuff you got to go to Cracker Barrel to buy.
Exactly. They also love gumdrops and jelly beans and
Things
please-
that rot your teeth.
Yes.
things that are on your teeth. And please, it is always more humane to use a snap trap than a glue board. A glue board, they will eat themselves and get themselves off. So I don't recommend it. And that is my rodent tips for you for the day. Now
Yeah.
here's another one. For travel, this is important. Bed bugs. Everybody who's ever traveled with me knows. Do not go in that room until I've gone and looked for bed bugs.
we can't even step on the carpet. For the record, we can't even step on the carpet. We get a stink eye if we put a toe on the carpet before she
correct.
gives us the all
Correct.
clear.
Nothing goes in that room until you check for bed bugs.
Mhm.
Bed bugs are impossible to get rid of, very expensive to get rid of, and you can get them anywhere, not just a hotel room, but it's kind of like, the forbidden word, lice. You can get it on a plane, you can get it on a train, you can get it in the movie theater. Your kids can bring it home from school. But to look for bed bugs, simply pull a corner of the bed back with your foam flashlight and look for little tiny black pinheads that look like they're moving. Or if you see drops of blood, but mainly look for those little pinheads that are moving. And when you're in your stateroom, your hotel room, or let's say you rented a camper, remember, they'd be in the bed, in the couch, above the picture frames, above the headboard, in the bathroom. Please, please, you don't ever want to bring this home. Ever. It's very, very, very expensive
Yeah.
and takes months to get rid of them.
It's about as fun as German cockroaches that we had travel in on something we brought into the house that we
They
had
like
to keep you
cardboard.
guys
They love
intrigued.
cardboard.
They love cardboard. So
Yeah.
for all you people who have a roach
Amazon
problem
boxes.
right now,
Get rid of those
if you've
Amazon
got
boxes.
roaches, get rid of your cardboard. I promise it'll get a little better.
Yeah. So one of the things we brought up, but we forgot to talk about, is the official Thermacell.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is good, but only if you don't have a strong wind. You
Yeah.
have a strong wind, this is worthless.
True.
True.
But it comes with a little fuel that you put in the bottom.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's butane.
Butane. It's a butane fuel that then heats up and it smokes and steams the medicated pad that goes inside of it.
These little packs here.
And it basically steams and, up to whatever range you buy. I think this was like 15 foot or so.
They say
Yeah.
15, but it's really more
Yeah.
like 10.
Yeah. And they make them in a belt where you can wear a
Yeah,
Thermacell
they make
too.
little personal carry
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
So,
And bracelets.
yeah,
bracelets.
But again,
Um,
if
Very good when it's not windy. It works as well. It usually takes a few moments to get started and get it dissipated in your area, but it does a good job as well.
as
Yeah.
long as there's no wind of any kind, even a stiff part will blow it away.
Hey, here's another secret tip not many people would know. If you live in a state where you can't do fireworks and you're highly disappointed about that, light your fireworks and tell them you're scaring away the birds from your crop. Boom. They can't tell you no and they can't give you a fine. As long as you are scaring the birds from that tomato plant, you're good to go.
Yeah.
It reminds me from that movie where the guy was getting rid of all the birds for the wedding. What's the name of that movie?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The one with the armadillo cake.
On everything.
Father of the bride?
Maybe.
No, he had the armadillo cake. It's got Julie Roberts in it.
Thank you. Yep. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's definitely laid over there across the pond. So thanks for stopping by.
Have a good night.
No problem, Lily. Thank you. So we'll play this for both of you guys. One of this, and
Okay, bye.
Bye.
then we have this one.
Bye-bye.
All right. Well, we've
But-
actually used this
That's
in
all,
our RV.
Yes.
This is a
Regular old hot shot bug fogger, basically.
yeah. We had problems with some ants that we managed to get away or get rid of because of this.
Yes. Luckily, it worked out. You guys as well, we were all crossing our fingers that carpenter ants hadn't made a nest and showed up. But we ended up having a bunch that, like a dozen or so. Every time we banged on the walls or something, a few more would show up. And so we crossed our fingers. We shot off 3 of these, which was more than enough for the size of our camper.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
1 in the underside and 2 inside the trailer itself. Luckily, it all got taken care of. Thank goodness.
Mhm.
So,
And
no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, now is the time of year. No-see-ums, chiggers, and mosquitoes are bad.
Yep.
Dusk and dawn. Carpenter ants, large Bigfoot ants. They're all big-headed ants. They're all now
Just
through
getting
like
ready.
June, July,
Yep.
right? That's the season.
Yep.
Dry woods are getting ready to swarm. They'll swarm again in November. Drywood termites, they come from the top, obviously. Subterranean termites come from the ground up. They will eat your house and
your camper.
and your camper. And a lot of you that I know who are like Texas, Mississippi, Louisiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, you got Formosans as well. And those termites will eat your house in a minute. And those usually tend to start really picking up around when the rain picks up. Not in the dry months so much.
Yep. If I remember correctly, when we were at, I think it was Dickerson, is where we had those flying ants, right? We weren't sure if they were termites or flying ants, and they turned out to be flying ants. Thanks goodness.
Yeah, we thought they were. Yeah, we
Yes.
thought we were being termite swarmed at that time of
Yes.
year. But
And so, flying ants, their wings are kind of proportionate to the body, where termites' wing is a little bit longer.
it's longer than
the body. And termite heads are a little more pointy, and ant heads are a little more rounded.
So if you
they're
pick one
easily
up and
confused.
look at it with a microscope, exactly what you're dealing with.
I mean, you can zoom in with your phone to tell. We have.
But that was, I have to say, for those of you who haven't been around when they're swarming, it was a creepy feeling because we're walking back and the ground's appearing to move. That's how many there were.
Yeah.
They swarmed all over our rope lights. They were all over your little gnome light. And just,
a little light up.
it looked like the ground was moving around our lights. So we ended up just having to turn them off. Because there were millions. It had to have been millions.
Oh yeah, when they swarm, it's no joke, guys.
Yeah.
No joke.
So
Yeah.
that was shut off all the lights, get in the camper really quick, close the doors.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
But they only seemed to come out at night, though, when we were
Yeah.
there. We saw them mostly come out at night.
Towards the end of the day, yeah.
One thing that Christine and I, since we have like a huge stock in Bath and Body Works, we've been bringing our candles with us.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's another tip of the day. If you have too many candles as a whole, then bring them to camp, light them. They'll help with the bugs, and then you leave it there. Like people leave a book in the giving library, where people hide rocks. Leave your candle for the next guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well,
because I think I got still like 12 candles for balls make the tree balls make one.
Oh, those are my
Christmas
favorites,
tree.
like Christmas trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Problem is you can't burn. You're in a burn bed right now, so you can't have that open flame. Even though
No,
you can.
You can have a
Well,
candle.
you can't,
have a
you
fire.
can't have a candle.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like some of the places we go are pretty strict.
Maybe.
Well, as long as it's in a container, you can do it.
That's what I thought.
Now, there's a couple of other things that we could talk about that I just came to mind. Like you're talking about burning candles. You could get the Citronella candles.
You can.
Yep.
They're not.
If you're a tiki
Yeah.
torch person, you could get your tiki torch and get the Citronella tiki oil that
Fuel,
burns
yep.
as well
I
and put
think
it around.
the oil works better than the candles, in my opinion.
So that's always an option to get a couple of tiki torches with the citronella burn oil.
Yeah, we've definitely seen people with that, or the small, maybe about 6-inch tall with a wick. Style, and have them, it's scattered,
We
around.
have some somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do that with the tiki torch fuel. Just bring the fuel canister instead of the actual torch and just set them around.
Yeah, we had
So-
some, but they fell over and leaked out.
Yeah.
Of course, you could also get a pop-up tent like we showed you last week
There is.
and sit in your bug-free tent.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly. So there's lots of ways to camp and still be safe from the bugs.
Yes.
Mhm.
You just got to know where you're going, do a little bit of research on the time of year. ChatGPT is your friend. Yeah, that seems to be the wave of the future with AI. I'm going here around this time frame.
Right.
Yeah.
And then be smart about where you're going. If you're coming to Florida anytime during the summer, don't stay if you have the ability to see where things are, but don't pick a campsite that's going to be near stagnant water.
Right.
Because
Right.
you're going to get attacked by mosquitoes and a whole bunch of bugs. And,
Right.
Or come during love bug season.
Yeah, it's starting right now. I was mowing the lawn today, and I started seeing a bunch of
Love
show up.
bugs.
So they're coming.
Yep.
Coming,
Love
yeah.
bugs, which all they do is damage your paint. There's no natural predator. They don't actually do anything to you. They're just a pain in the arse.
Patootie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no standing water is a big one.
That's
Whether you're a
important.
camper or home,
Yeah.
remove all stagnant water sources.
Mhm.
That will help prevent the mosquitoes and the no-see-ums. And remember, I mean, mosquitoes carry all sorts of diseases you don't even think about.
Yep. All right. So what else do we have?
I don't know. There's only so much you can say about bugs.
That's only so much we can say about
Yeah.
bugs. Tall grass, and where you are in proximity to the woods, obviously, chiggers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Ticks, chiggers.
Mm-hmm. Always check yourself when you get out of the woods
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
for ticks.
Ticks and stuff. Yeah.
Yep. And, it doesn't matter how blazing hot it is, long sleeves, long pants while you're tramping through the woods is always better. That's why God gave us Columbia brand for salt life,
Yep.
right?
Protect your ankles and stuff, especially for snakes and stuff.
Yep. Yeah, there you go. If coming to Florida these days, it's only to cruise. Seen all the parks in Florida.
Disney theme parks don't count.
Listen.
Yep. You name it, he's been there. So, yeah, Disney.
Well, they're going to be building another park, I heard.
Yes, they're building a new Disney park,
Yeah.
and next weekend the new Universal Park opens.
Yeah,
to the
officially.
public.
Yep. Yeah, the grand
Mhm.
opening, not the
Grand
soft
opening for that Mario World.
Well, it's Universal.
Whatever,
or
Nintendo Park. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but it's more than
It's a
just.
park I'm not going to visit.
I would love to go to a Nintendo theme park. Let's not lie, but
However, I
Not
would
happening.
like to remind you there are mosquitoes and no-see-ums on a cruise.
Yeah.
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 There are no bugs, though, at Disney World, speaking of that, because they have this magical force that they stop them at the border.
it's the bubble that they use to control the weather.
Disney
Right.
actually is the only company a theme park company
that you're aware of.
in the world that has their own pest control company.
Yeah. That's why they're still going to be there, but very few because, I'm sure they've got, just like they can pump in the smells in the different areas of the park, they got areas that are
pumping
pumping
those
in
chemicals too.
Well,
chemicals.
they're really
Yeah.
good at hiding the rodent boxes in their Centricon, but I have seen it.
Yeah, they hide
Well,
it well.
the only rats you're going to see is the ride,
Yeah.
the ratatouille.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
that's true.
Unless you go to Chuck E. Cheese.
No, yeah, but that's not inside Disney.
No,
They're done better in the park.
but that is still.
Whoop whoop! Look at
Whoa.
that!
Oh.
Oh, thank you, Scott.
Yeah.
So, Scott, do you want to see Mel and Christine or CJ and I for your thank you? If you can post it in there to say which one you want.
Or he might want to see Peachy.
Or
No,
well, we saw
we
Peachy
did
once
Peachy.
already.
We gotta cycle through. Yeah,
Yeah.
we want
give
to
him
see
a
them
second.
too.
But yeah.
All right. Well, if he's not going to pick, which one do you guys want to say?
I don't know. Next person who comments, pick one.
Next person who comments, pick one. The
And don't
boys
forget-
or girls?
Yeah. Do you want to see the boys or the girls? Thank you.
And don't forget, we have a poll that we're going to be closing out here soon.
Yeah.
Speaking of thank you, on a side note, I think this is terribly funny. Speaking of Florida,
He wants to see us. No. Scott gets precedence, so he wants to see the girls. So
I
here you
I'd
go.
rather see the girls too. Whip them out, girls.
Wait, this one here.
That one.
so
I
funny.
wonder how much more we can get if you girls are topless.
I don't know. I do.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Scott.
Oh, yeah. He didn't pay to see me. He sees me shirtless Monday through Friday. That's true. Every time Jeremy plays that clip.
He's such a hussy.
Well, good. I'm glad it was worth it for you. Yeah, I figured it was time to retire those 280 ones, so I've got 3 new ones.
Oh, good.
So,
So see you tonight. Who's going to give us another super chat so you can see the third one?
yeah, let's do this. So I have a funny little side note. Speaking of Florida, since Publix is mainly a Florida thing, one of our friends' daughter, her birthday is today, and her mother ordered her cake online and said, please,
in the notes section.
in the notes section on what you want written in the birthday or whatever, please write happy birthday, insert name, thank you.
And that's exactly what they
you
put.
wish for.
That is
Guess what a
literally-
birthday cake says? Please say happy birthday, blah, blah,
Gabby.
blah. Thank
Thank
you.
That's hilarious.
That's hilarious. Well, welcome in Anna Banana.
Banana.
Oh, cute little puppy.
Hello there.
Thank you
Hey,
for
is
coming
that
in. Make sure you hit hashtag PKAT.
Start Anna, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe that's our Nana. I don't know.
Your Nana?
Yeah.
Our neighbor.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's got puppies
Of all sorts.
of all sorts.
They seem to rotate through.
Thank you, Rob. He wants to see the third one.
And
Oh.
travel.
All right. So here you go.
We're worth $1.99, buddy, but we're only worth 99 cents.
That's it. Well, when you see this video, you'll understand that's probably being generous at 99
I
cents.
was gonna say, do we have to exchange?
It's because Ryan gives the milk away for
He
free.
does. Oh my God! I realized that was me doing that Chapel Roan song, HOTTOGO. Oh my God! I can't believe that the camera was still running when I was doing that.
Yeah.
Oh God!
You forgot when we did that green screen
Oh.
stuff, huh?
Oh boy, yeah. I'll be under here for a while. Thank you. For my image for the rest of the year.
That's his favorite song, guys.
Oh my God!
Yes, thank you guys so much. We truly, truly do appreciate every bit of additional support.
Yep.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh, we'll find more ways to embarrass ourselves soon.
Oh, I know, right? We'll put together more.
We'll put together more, yeah. More embarrassing stuff. We always got some embarrassing stuff to do.
If you know us, it's kind of par for the course.
Well, we could take the actual. Oh, we don't have it.
We don't have that anymore.
Wah,
Yes.
wah. I was gonna say if we had the actual footage of my tire going in the hole backwards,
No.
it is officially funny now.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's,
We could
funny?
make it funny video, but
it's officially funny
we
that
don't
you
have that.
broke your ankle. I don't
Yeah, it's officially
Yeah.
funny.
I don't know.
All right. Well, before we wrap this up,
Let's look at your poll.
obviously there's something coming up in November. What
Is
could
there?
that be?
I don't know.
Yes.
It's a once in a lifetime
It's
to
the
travel.
gobble
with
gobble gravy boat, mashed potatoes with turkey and hash browns and roasted whatever else.
With a
Yes.
Pumpkin pie to go cruise.
and chocolate.
Yep. But I have an updated ad because we have done the tour. So if you haven't seen the tour yet, we've got the highlight tour on the channel for the World America. But yes, I'm going to run this really quick for you, and then we'll come back.
Are you ready to escape the everyday? Then mark your calendars for November 22nd, 2025, because you're cordially invited on the cruise of a lifetime. We're sailing on the brand new MSC World America, the first MSC ship built just for the U.S. market. This ship is massive, modern, and packed with next-level fun. We will be departing from Miami, Florida, and the first stop is Roatan, Honduras. Has a lot of lush rainforest, but trust me, the snorkeling is the best. Next up is Costa Maya, where you can explore Mayan ruins, or our favorite, a secluded, all-inclusive in the jungle. Next up, Cozumel, a true Caribbean classic with the beach clubs, or helmet diving. Last but not least, we stop in Ocean Cay, MSC's private island in the Bahamas with white sparkling sandy beaches and a lighthouse. And here's the best part, group rates are still way under current prices, but not for long, so make sure you act fast before these prices are gone. Cruise how you want, chill, explore, or go full throttle. Or hang out with Ryan and Melinda from PK Adventure Travels. We'll be right there with you having the time of our life. Book now and make Thanksgiving 2025 unforgettable. And we will see you on the scenic route.
So, yep, that was me.
Ryan,
I tried one of them AI things because I get it with epidemic sound, but it still just doesn't have the breaks and, you know, the inflection right. And I only get so much free because it's beta testing. So I took the script and then did it myself. But yeah, we were just blown away. And our tour, if you've watched the video, we got mixed up. There were 100 travel agents that day because it was the very first travel agent tour for the World America. We broke it into 3 groups. We did half a tour, then we all met to eat lunch on the buffet Lido deck area, and then we're going to continue. But somehow our group ended up getting done sooner because there was a snafu with lunch because the FDA did a surprise visit and like half the buffets were shut down. So we ended up with another group and backtracked looking at the same stuff we looked at in the morning, but still a long video of stuff. And that was only probably a third of what was on the ship.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be great.
And as we were talking about earlier, we still have phenomenal rates. We locked them in January. So right now they're between $300 and $400 cheaper per person. So you're looking at $600 to $800 cheaper per cabin. And we've got this inventory at those rates until the end of July. And then it's got to go back and it'll be bumped up to current prices. So we still got some interior rooms and a couple of balconies and one infinite ocean view infinite, like floor to ceiling window kind of thing.
Yep.
So
Yep, and she has already been on the MSC. We're actually going to see her on Sunday.
Yep, yeah, we're actually going to link up with Tinkerbell. We're going to be at a bridal event at the Florida State Grounds for Expedia
Tampa
Cruises. No, it's not in Tampa. It's the Florida
I thought
Fairgrounds.
it was Tampa Convention Center.
It's not.
Okay, well, we'll figure that out later.
So
The amphitheater's still in Tampa, for the record.
So she's thinking convention center,
I
not.
know. She's thinking
not
channel
Florida
side
State
out there on I-4. I know.
So.
Yep, Danny, you get to meet us in July.
Yep.
We're looking forward to it.
But yeah, Tinkerbell, I think she did do the inaugural or something like that on it. But yeah, it was. It's going to be an amazing ship for sure.
Yep.
So.
All right, let's wrap this up.
Let's
All
take
right.
a look at your poll.
Yep. Well, you got to go to the OnlyFans page for that.
Oh.
Bazinga! Wait.
Bazinga.
That's what she said.
All right, so let's end this poll and let's see what we got. All right, so overwhelmingly, the people have spoken, and they just stay inside to avoid the bugs.
Read the question.
Well, it was
That's
how
what
do you beat
happened.
bugs?
Yeah.
So stay inside. That got first place. Bug Zapper, second place. DEET Spray, third place. And Fly Paper brings up the rear.
9%.
So,
But Christine made a good point. When you stay inside, it's not camping all the time.
true.
Unless there's like flying ants, then you're inside.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's not cruising either if you stay in your room the whole time.
True. And like Rob said, he'll be back down here on the 3.0. He's actually going to be on the Grandeur of the Sea a couple of weeks before us. So it's a nice ship. We did our 9-day New Year's a couple of years
We were
ago.
on there
that.
a couple times.
We
Yeah.
like that ship. I happen to like that slightly smaller, more intimate.
That was some of the best service we ever gotten.
Sure was.
Yeah.
And yeah, you'll enjoy that ship. It's not like Independence of the Sea, Utopia size, but there was still a decent
It's
amount.
not very big at whatever, but
No.
the crew made it
It's,
awesome.
it's, it's an intimate, good time.
Definitely.
Sorry we can't join you guys on all these cruises, but we'll be waiting for you from Norway.
Yeah.
She's been on the Icon. I thought she did something on World America. Maybe she just did a tour or something or inaugural.
No, she was on World America.
Yeah, I could have sworn I saw her on World America.
She was doing the bumper cars as a
that's right. So I think she was doing that little 2-day inaugural thing.
Yeah.
So thanks for leaving us running, Em.
Yeah.
But anyway, so so that brings this week, I think, to a close. You guys got any final thoughts before we shut her down?
No, not when it comes to bugs.
Go live your best life on the scenic route and don't worry about the bugs.
No.
Yeah.
Bugs are gonna happen. Bumps are gonna happen. Flat tires are gonna happen.
Broken ankles.
Broken ankles.
They're gonna happen.
Any
Dead
day
guy.
you're vertical. Any day you're vertical.
Fires on your cruise ship. I'm sorry, that's only
Alpha. It's all gonna happen.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just take it slow, one step at a time. Go with the punches.
Yep.
It's an adventure.
It is.
Yep.
It is.
And don't have a Ryan moment.
What?
You have Ryan moments all the time.
Wow. I guess it's what's it? Man.
You compared me to a cow earlier.
Oh.
You're
Oh, well,
smacking
wait.
me up.
I got
Hold
one
on.
for you, Melinda.
Yeah.
Ryan said, nay, in his advertisement.
Yes, Oscar.
Yep.
I know that guy. I know Oscar. He's
Yeah.
nice. He's a bit
Oscar,
of a grouch.
He is.
But I know
We've
him.
had a fire, a flood, and a death on a cruise.
We have.
All on the same
And now
cruise.
you know why they left
All
Carnival.
in the same cruise.
This is why they left Carnival.
It's not Carnival's fault.
I can't help it. It's just so easy, guys.
We have people who like Carnival, so we can't
I
back
know.
him every time
And
we
we're
mention that.
Oh, and we're going to be on Carnival
In July.
in July.
Yes, you are.
July,
Yes,
yep.
you are.
Guess who we were going to be sailing with? Did you tell them?
No, I didn't.
No.
We found out that both Christine Duffy, the president of Carnival, and John Heald, the brand ambassador,
really?
are both going to be on that ship to bring
Very
in the because we're going to be the first cruise that's there on Celebration Key, so they're going to be on there to celebrate the grand opening. So
Very cool.
Make sure you photobomb all their video segments.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So no, we haven't been on a cruise where they're asking for blood pills.
No,
Yeah.
that has not occurred yet.
That's new.
That
That's
is
new.
definitely a winner.
Oh wow!
Is that a one blood or
When
something?
he was on there on Magic, I guess they needed some people to donate blood for somebody. Interesting.
Oh, magic.
Man, that's Disney,
Carnival
right?
Magic.
Anyone? Or
Probably
Carnival.
Carnival Magic,
Right?
but there is a Disney Magic as well.
I would say because I know. I think they
I was
both have
gonna
one.
say,
like that.
isn't that in Vegas with Mike?
That's different magic.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
All right, anyone. Now, before we really go into the gutter, thank you all so much for stopping by. We hope you made this, push into the weekend a little bit brighter for you. And as always, we'll see you next time on
Scenic
Let's
route.
see.
All right. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.